Thank you.
Which one did you say? I thought this one. Sure.
What is that?
That was good.
That was beautiful.
Ah, what is that? What is that we were doing?
I think Julian would be best to say what she's doing. Her creative mind comes
You
up
follow
with the
instructions. You follow instructions, no? Let's have you in the middle.
Welcome to the show. The show is your world. Just in case you're like, hey, when you were we mean I felt to a Broadway.
You know.
What a performance! And you know how to. There's a way you know how to need the camera, and you're like,
Oh yes. The character calls for.
What is that character? What's the character that you're playing?
I'm playing the host or the MC.
Mimi ndiye mhudumu wenyu.
Your host.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be nice. Karibuni sana. That was lovely, and that just sets the pace for what we are on about today. I'm excited. Winnie, are you?
Listen, we are ready to learn. You know, when we came in, we thought we'd be doing what is that ballet? And then we do like this, and then and then we're like, and I'm like,
It's more fun. You just want to jump to it, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. It's all about a ballet today. Burlesque. When you say, almost same.
Ballet. This is a ballet. You're about to be schooled, though.
Absolutely not.
Sit down. Your lesson is about to start.
Yes.
So today we're delving deeper into the world of burlesque and getting to understand what is it and how it features in pop culture as well as film.
Yeah.
And we have amazing people to help us understand it. Because we were mesmerized. We're like, hey, okay, actually that happens.
I know, and it's everything. It's from the makeup, it's from the dresses, it's from the out. It is everything.
Right?
Every single thing. You too, Lisa, you look amazing.
We are so overdressed.
Yes, I don't know what you're doing, Winnie. Kitenge, Nini Mangelepa jeans. I don't know. We'll do better next time.
We will come in character.
Yes.
Yeah. Which one do you want to play?
So first things first, I need a little tiny heel.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little tiny
just
heel.
a little tiny heel.
And then I just want a firirinda.
Like this one.
I was about to say I want a firirinda so I can do all that.
Do this.
I want a firirinda for sure.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be an amazing show. So you want to stick around until the end of the show to get this and Mondo tumeanza. Ndio tumeanza. Who do we have on set today?
So we have two amazing performers.
Yes.
Let us do twins and ladies first.
Yes.
Your resume is from here to Timbuktu and back. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it just felt like, I don't know if it's for everyone, but I think, was it 2022, 2023? And then it just boom, and everybody, your name was everywhere. I think I've watched you perform as well, Lisa. So it's yeah.
I was listening actually to your music this morning when we were coming here, and I'm like, oh my gosh, so soulful.
Yes.
So wow. So moving from singer, songwriter, producer, composer to now, what is it that you can't do? Nada.
Not in this lifetime.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, so
okay,
good to have it.
Being a part of this, so I've never seen this side of you, so I'm super excited to explore that and see. And we haven't yet. We've just seen Brian do his thing. But is it the first time for you to actually?
No. I really loved musicals in high school. We ended up doing Chicago in high school, so coming here and ending up being matron Mama Margot or Morton was actually just like right up my alley. I think maybe it's the dance moves that I was like, phew, okay, let's catch up. It's been a couple of years, you know, but I love musicals. I used to go and watch musicals at KNT, Fiddler on the Roof, all sorts of things. So it's such a pleasure to be here and also to be under Juliet and Kea. So
yeah,
and all of these lovely dancers.
Yeah, that was really good. That was
and then
really,
getting
really
to
good.
do what you do best, sing for us. Bonus. Tumeongezewa ingine juu.
On top. Yeah, and we also have a Brian Kimani who is a burlesque dance. Like, hey, how long have you done this? What was the inspiration? Did you always want to do this? Because you do it so effortlessly.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Even with all this sweat?
Yeah.
But I have been in musical theater for 7 years now.
Oh, wow.
I'm in my 8th year currently. And I just love the expression of musical theater, you know, bringing song, dance, and acting together. I think it's a very powerful way to communicate whatever message you're trying to communicate.
Yeah.
In this show, it's such an honor to be starring with Lisa.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were me, how would you feel?
Let me tell you, we'll be here fangirling, be like,
that was me holding myself back in the past 2-3 days of rehearsal.
Really?
Like, okay, it's real, it's happening.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to have followed this path and and be an artist in Kenya. There's some hard days, but we still really enjoy storytelling especially this fall.
And there's so much power in storytelling. I mean, Makali can, relate to this because she loves to do storytelling through
I do.
theater. And
Right, are you going to tell them or do I tell them?
Please tell me. I didn't want to be the one to...
Kunaka story. Tell us the story.
It was a huge privilege to perform a musical alongside him last year. So even when you see him sing and act at the same time, this is exactly what you do.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also at the same time, like doing the moves. You have to pressure.
Yeah.
With the voice and the face and the body and everything. So.
It does take up a lot. But also, we make it look easy because Juliet and Kaya have had us rehearse for months. We didn't start preparing this year. So,
How long has it been, the rehearsals?
Upwards of 6 months? Yeah, we're hitting 6 months, I think.
Oh,
Three
wow.
months.
It feels like
January, February.
I mean, we prepared for a long time, on and off in the beginning, but things.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, how they do it so effortlessly as we're trying to do it, then we kind of like, you'll break your other leg.
I'll just be happy with my...
Don't worry, even us, our first times were like that.
Yeah.
First 2 months.
Yeah.
What was it like? Like, take us through that whole process before we even get to understanding burlesque and the power that it has, and especially when it comes to storytelling and especially telling our own stories as Africans, as Kenyans, because we have a lot of stories to tell. So what is the process behind it? What goes behind it when it comes to rehearsal, choosing costumes, makeup? I mean, look at you guys. What goes behind it?
I mean, there's so many moving parts.
Okay.
First of all, we start with the directors having the idea and the will to do the show.
Okay.
Sure.
And then when they're ready with the choreography script, they call us in for auditions.
Okay.
Come in for cast.
Yes.
We already had the dancers, thankfully, because we are the Academy of Dance and Art.
Yeah.
So now you start looking for people to suit the role you want to play. For example, we needed a host who's boisterous, who's also able to dance, who's also able to sing, but he's the most prominent character. So you're going to be seeing him throughout the show.
Yeah.
So also energy-wise, you have to be up there.
You have to. Yeah.
Throughout, for about an hour.
Whether you had a bad
This was
day.
just the intro.
Yeah, this is just the intro. There's a huge Beyonce fan in the back just waiting to blow off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I hope so. Yeah. And when it comes to the story that we're telling and, having rehearsed this far into, I mean, your shows are just about to begin. Have they begun?
Started in March.
In March.
Yeah, 2 shows in March. Just done one at Jalaram on the 10th, and now we have a few more towards the end of the year.
Okay. And when in between the shows, in theater, once you're done with your rehearsals and the shows begin, there are no rehearsals. Do you guys rehearse in between as well?
Yeah, we have to, just to make sure that you remember the moves before you're like, okay, we come on the day of the show, and then you die of shock because you're like, wait, what was that?
Left or right?
And the footwork you're seeing, you'll see us starting to cross legs like this, scissor legs. So you have to, just to maintain also the rapport and the chemistry between yourself and the cast, Yeah.
Okay.
And I think I would also add that every venue has its own demands.
Yes.
So we still have to come and adjust that to whatever venue we are playing in, so that we also feel natural in the venue and we don't feel like we just arrived on the same day as the audience, to be very awkward.
Yeah.
Lights, things like the stage orientation. Not every stage is going to be the same. The acoustics in every venue is different, so you need to prepare yourself for those things before you arrive on the day and you're like, we have a show, but then no one can hear you in the back. Yeah.
Okay, so then as an artist, what exactly does burlesque mean to you? And I know we'll talk about it even in depth to understand how different is it from, all these other performances.
You can call them that, Winnie. You're great. Great. Yes. No, that sounds like Lunji.
It really isn't this one, but it should be cool to see a burlesque show.
See the performance, really. It is.
No. But as an artist, and Brian, maybe you can take this and then Lisa.
Yeah.
So as an artist, what exactly does it mean to you? Because there's so many facets to it.
Yeah.
It's not just singing and then that's it. There's the singing, there's the dancing, there's the performance.
Yeah.
What exactly does it mean to you as an artist?
For me, burlesque is a very freeing form of expression. It allows you to be extravagant, over the top. That is what we want to see. That is the whole essence of burlesque. Color, pop, feathers, everything that is fancy and pretty.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a very good getaway from regular life. And I feel like art in that way contributes to a well-rounded, balanced life, And burlesque, for me as an artist personally, it allows me to express to the highest form.
Okay.
I don't have to keep it subtle for anything.
Yeah.
And I get to mix so many skills in every single moment I'm on stage.
Okay.
Because it's not just about the lines, it's not just about the movement.
Yeah.
It's about the total coming together of those skills. And I really, really enjoy.
When you're stressed and you want to let out something.
Yes.
Yeah, does that give you that just?
I mean, what does that look like a nice way to?
This one is
like I'm stressed. What can I do? It's right there.
Right. All right, and listen to you before we go on a break, because we also want to see you guys perform. As we're not here to talk today, we're here to be mesmerized.
Liable, that's the say.
Right? All right, but listen to you very quickly.
I think, especially the way we presented it, we're also including things from the things that like Isli, Karen, places So I think beyond it just being a form of expression, I think that burlesque also, it demands singing, it demands performance, it demands showmanship, and it's been like that since it first was, I guess, incepted into the world of pop culture,
Yeah.
So I think incorporating it into our, art here in Kenya, I wonder how much more we can even do with it. This might be our attempt, but then who will see this and be like, maybe I can add this to Luanda Magere, or maybe I can add this to a story about heroes like Mekatedili Amenza,
Yeah.
So how much more can we then even take it and make it ours?
Yeah.
And then beyond that also, I think it's been such pleasure challenging myself as a singer to now step into another art form, because I think it's easy to be comfortable just being like, I can sing and stand and move my hands a little bit, but then when I now decide to challenge myself with dancers, my brain is like, okay, I need to move differently. I need to think about how expression will come out differently.
Yeah.
I need to hold my breath differently, And also just, am I taking care of my body as well to be able to do this? So they challenge you as you challenge them as well. So
I like that.
I really enjoyed it. And I
tap
think
into areas where you're,
Absolutely.
you're comfortable.
Exactly.
Okay. So you guys, to perform Money, right? As we go on a break. Money. Okay. So this is where we exit the stage.
Am I supposed to?
Oh no. Are we going?
She said yes! She said yes. She said yes. Hi, Stephanie. Hi. Congratulations. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling so good.
She said yes.
Yeah, can't you see her?
I mean, what was going through your mind before she said yes?
Before, I wasn't even sure I was going to propose, but I was like, my friends gave me some courage. Yeah.
On the strong. Huh? Strong. Thank you so much. All right, Steph, hi.
Hi.
How are you feeling? You're sauti natoka wapi?
Where?
Coming from here.
Sauti inatoka wapi?
From here.
Maybe this time. I got chills.
Thank
Maybe
you.
the next life. Maybe my next life. That was good.
Thank you so
Tell
much.
us about a little bit about that act. What was it all about? And hey, welcome back, just in case you're tuning in right now.
So Lulu is longing for love.
Aww,
which
don't
is
we all?
Yes, we all are. But I think no, I think for Lulu, it's a bit of it's like weird because for the longest she's used to this environment that is like, it doesn't necessarily allow her to fall in love. And so the moment she looks at this guy and she sees him, she's like, I kind of like this guy. And now she's feeling all these emotions and she's like, will he like me? Maybe not, because at the end of the day, Lulu is also not the best character. She does the most. I mean, we all do the most but like, it's like Lulu does a little more. Okay. Well, I don't know. Well, okay. So, but yeah, so it's like, will he like the person that she is and that she really is? And so it's at that point she's just debating, maybe will he like me, maybe not. It's a whole thing, a lot of feelings going in her head at that point, but mostly she's in love. And then he proposes. And then that's why, so I'm shocked he's proposing, because I didn't know he liked me. I didn't know. How can you like me? Yes, I'm shocked. Yeah.
Did they all have those fears?
Maybe you could talk about the self-reflection that Lulu does also in the song.
Yeah.
Because we see the proposal, but she says maybe he'd prefer someone more peaceful.
True.
Maybe someone who has better luck, and so she's introspecting as she's also thinking about, dang, I really like this guy, but almost almost questioning her worth, I guess. So at the same time,
And that is something I think we all do in life, where we shortchange ourselves because of the way we look at ourselves, ignoring what others see and what they like. So we make the choice for them.
Denying yourself the thing that maybe you might deserve.
I mean, I don't like motivational speaking. They really shows us an important thing. The John Harry window. The
Yes.
I think for Lulu and this song, I think she gets to experience someone else seeing her and seeing her for who she really is. And this is one of the mushiest parts of the show.
It's very different from what we saw at the beginning. We were just dancing, we came in, we had moves, and then we were like, but this other one was just.
I know. I got chills at some point. I'm like, oh my gosh, I am cold.
Goosebumps. There are things happening. So it was really good that whatever emotion you were feeling, it actually could be felt. We could see it, we could touch it, and it got to us.
Thank you so much.
So you are a performing artist.
Yes.
I didn't know you could sing. I know you could act.
I also sing,
amongst other many things. What other things? What other things do you do?
So I'm an actress, a model, and a musician. Yes, I've been doing performing arts since I was 10. I've always been, for me, I used to be in the mirror. I was those kids. I was in the mirror oh my God, the hairbrush. I'm like, feeling all good. Yeah, that was me.
Okay.
What is it about art and performing arts that you would rather like a studio doing it? What is it about it for you as an artist?
I love storytelling. I love telling a story in whichever way it is, whether I am a teacher, whether I am chosen to be, I don't know, a mermaid. I will tell the story according to the character that I am, and I love that. I don't like just being myself, being Stefania. I like being, give me Brian. I will be Lisa.
Give us Brian. Give us Brian.
You're coming for my bag. Milk, there's a lot of. I can't be Brian. Give me the role.
Maybe I could also do.
Oh Lord!
Okay, just leave that to them.
It's fine. So Lulu is chaotic, and she finds love. We have a host.
Yes.
Lisa, what's your role though? What? But it's Jonah.
Mama Moshod.
Really?
I Are you hearing? Everyone has one name. Lulu host. Marvelous Mama Motor. That's like you just joined the show. Sit down. Sit down.
Yeah. And I know earlier all you guys were like, you guys have not seen nothing.
Yeah.
Wait until you come for the show.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, we'll talk about the show and when is it and but now I have never been like a performing artist. I've always wanted to. I see people, I'm like, oh my gosh, that is really cool. How do you get into that character? Because again, like all of you have said, Lisa, you said, singing is like second nature to you. It's easy. It's what you do on a daily. But then again, now jumping into this other role is like, getting out of your comfort zone a little bit. But then for you guys, like how do you get into these different roles and bringing it out so well that we can't even tell Stephanie na Lulu, Nani in this case? How do you do it? How do you get in the zone?
So it comes with understanding your character.
Okay.
So for example, Lulu, you have to sit down and say, okay, this is not Stephania, this is Lulu. Okay. Who is Lulu? How old is Lulu? Where is she from? What is Lulu's story? Once you gather a story, you get to understand the emotions, what drives her to do what she's doing. And once you begin to get her emotions, get into character, it's like basically getting into character, you're able to try to feel her emotions and bring them out in the best way that you can. So it's all about understanding your character. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
But how different is burlesque from, say, the theater?
I mean, burlesque and theater are like in the same universe.
Okay.
It's a genre.
It's just
It's a genre.
It's like the way cars are all cars, but then with different models.
With different models.
Yes.
But I feel like this one, but I feel like for this, it really challenges you to be out. Like you either go out or you go home. You know what I mean? Like you can't downplay. There's no moment where you really
All eyes
have
on
to.
you.
All eyes on
Like
you.
stage versus screen.
Yeah.
Stage,
Yes.
all your emotions are on your face and
Yes.
your body. The way you notice, like
Your
you
body.
did even the way we're standing is so different. So beyond just developing your character, you go beyond yourself.
Yes.
Because everything,
Step away
all
from
the
yourself.
energy people will get is from how you react.
Yeah.
You
Or I
literally
guess
have,
you act.
You have to feed that energy
Absolutely.
to the audience if you want it back.
Yeah.
And the nature of burlesque is that you can't half step.
You step.
The thing
You
about
have
it is the bigness about it. You can't. Can you imagine me being on TV like?
I mean, with all this makeup.
You know, it's awkward. So you have to like really step into it and be like, I'm doing this
Absolutely.
fully.
Yeah.
And to that question that you asked about getting into character, I feel like you also borrow some part of yourself.
You do.
Like the instrument to bring this character to life is you.
It's you.
Yeah.
That's true.
Sometimes I look around to people that I know that would fit that character and borrow some traits and how they carry themselves in like regular life, interact with those people and like get to study them and borrow some few things that they do that speaks to that character, but also mainly is to get parts of yourself that communicate to that character, that will let you and your body know that this I'm not speaking right now as Brian, I'm speaking as a host. You know, and it's quite a process, but it's a really fun process of self-knowledge and knowledge of other people.
That's interesting because it's a larger than life affair.
Yes.
This is it. It's not we're not playing small. You have to fully show up for the host, for Lulu and for Mama Moto. Marvelous Mama Moto. You have to fully show up for that. Do you then now and this is a long-term kind of show. It's not a one-weekend kind of show and then you're done. So how then do you separate being and coming back to Stephanie, coming back to Brian, coming back to Lisa after the show until the next time? Is it a process that you have to keep Nava tena Lulu, ninemtoa tena ndamchukua ile siku nyingine?
And sometimes do you forget? Do you forget that Stephanie that is me? Do you forget that
Brian, culprit.
This is Brad, actually. This is not even.
Okay. Can I talk now? Thank you.
Yeah.
No, but all seriousness, in all seriousness, sometimes I'll show up on show day already in
character, yeah.
So everyone is like, why is this person so nasty?
Spicy, yeah.
Why are they spicy today?
Yeah.
But sometimes it's we all have our different methods. But for me, like especially on show day, I will try my best to be in character as soon as I get up, so that like I'm not trying to. Okay, now let's get into character. To getting on stage. It's kind of hectic that way for me personally. But yeah, I'm sorry that you had to experience that.
You still have the rest of the year.
But you still have the rest of the year to experience it, so brace yourself.
You sometimes just use that as an excuse. Like, you're busy today, and then they're like, what's happening with this guy? Like, no, it's not even the host. You're having a bad day.
Yeah, no, be honest now.
I plead the fifth.
There's no fifth here. Okay? There's no fifth here.
Can I talk to my lawyer before I answer that? No, but yeah, I mean, that's the joy of the work we do.
Right?
Sometimes
I mean, you're an artist. Once an artist, always an artist.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. Listen, we have like a minute and 30 to go on a break.
Yes.
What do you guys have for us? Okay.
What is the next song?
In the playlist.
Oh.
See, you guys are artists, and you can improve.
Yeah. I mean, I think the thing is, Winnie, if you're going to do that, you're going to be a part of it.
Performer.
You've been improving. I believe in your power too.
We already saw those high knees. So.
Okay. All right. Hi. Go. What are we doing?
Yes,
Brian.
Brian?
I mean,
See, that's what's up.
Okay.
Ready. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it.
Okay.
And you take us on a break.
I take you on a break.
Yes.
I like it.
Okay, so we're just gonna do the one that you guys like.
Okay.
Which is you lift this leg and the hands go on the same side. So ta. Yeah? Let's do that again.
Okay.
Ta. Again.
Okay.
Ta. You see? I would teach you a song, but like I get really nitty-gritty.
Don't believe in us.
But yeah.
Okay. But don't take our jobs. Tupeleke a break.
Tupeleke break.
Ladies and gentlemen, madame et messieurs, wanawake kwa wanaume. Don't move an inch. See you after the break.
Hey, Roy, job yetu imeenda.
Good job. A glass of champagne. Can I have a glass? Thank you. Wedding. Here you go.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Please join us.
And cheers. We missed the wedding.
Cheers.
We wanted to crash the wedding. But,
Yeah.
You know how it is. Welcome back, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Today is Entertainment Friday Pro Max.
Yes, it is. We are Uku Karen. We are the Academy of Dance and Arts. Yes. And we are experiencing something for the very first time. Yeah. Well, at least for me. I don't know about Winnie.
Same, girl.
It is a burlesque show, and the dance, the props, the larger-than-life affair. It's just gonna be over here. It's empty, guys. Just saying.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's a prop.
See the way I've
it's a prop.
held mine.
It's a prop. It's a prop. And thank you for joining us. We've been talking to the performers, but now we have you, Care, and we have Juliet here with us to help us understand. Because we asked Brian this question, but then it was just like, I think Juliet would be best to answer that. So thank God you're here. Yeah. So kindly introduce yourselves to us and what role you play with this particular show.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for having us on this morning. I'm Juliet. I'm the choreographer and co-writer of the script. Yeah.
I'm Kaya. I'm also a writer, and we both direct it together, but Juliet has the background in dance.
Yeah.
And so all of the lovely dance moves that you've seen thus far is all the brainchild of this amazing lady.
All the jokes are hers.
So do you perform, Juliet? I mean, actively, or now you're just training and that's it?
So nowadays I'm more training. I haven't really danced in a while. Yeah. I don't really have time to.
But one day you're busy in training and passing the knowledge to other people. So yeah, because she said she's a ballet dancer. So I was like, oh, teach us your ways and tap dance too. Yes. Can we do like? Because I know tap dance is like
first step,
right? Yeah, there's a lot of. Yes. When it comes to tap dance, but we'll learn. Since we're here today, we'll learn about it. But can we really understand burlesque? Because it has a very rich and complex history, right? So can we just start with understanding burlesque in itself?
So I got my I'm a huge Bob Fosse fan, and he created cabaret and Chicago and all that. And cabaret, dance performance, burlesque, is based off cabaret kind of, but we took away some of the stuff that we didn't want to be part of it. And we changed the story a little bit to what it is now. Yeah. But burlesque started years ago, many, many years ago. But it's very jazzy, it's good fun. And I got my inspiration, like I said, from Bob Fosse, and that's where
it's a lot of like happiness and joy and energy and movements. It's really beautiful, really beautiful. It's so nice to experience it here and now, and just to immerse ourselves, because we're not used to it.
No.
Right?
Yeah, and the question would be, is it highly performed here? Is it the first time that you are performing it here? And have you seen other, probably groups, companies perform burlesque, or just they do the other forms?
No, we haven't seen anyone else do burlesque here. This is the first time burlesque, I think, has actually come here, because I think people are a bit nervous and scared to be a bit more out there. Yeah, and we did it.
We do have performances throughout this year, so catch us at the next one.
Yeah.
It will be, I think, a bit more fun because it's more intimate. What's lovely about a burlesque show, cabaret show, is it really, really works being in a smaller space where the audience really feels as though they're part of the show. Mm-hmm. That is the nature of cabaret and burlesque, is that it is a show about a stage. Mm-hmm. So when they're on stage for you, they're also on stage on the stage. Does that make sense? Yeah. So it's really high energy. It's really fun. We've made this one more fun, I think. Yeah. And afterwards, you definitely want to go out and continue having fun with your friends or whoever you've come with. And yeah, no, we're just so lucky to have such a great team, such a great cast. Everyone is really, really ready for it every time. And they're also highly talented. So it's just been such a pleasure.
Yeah. Interesting.
Everyone has really taken this show. Because also we would have just done one, but now we're booked up for the whole year.
Ooh.
Left, right and centre asking us to come and do more, which is fabulous. And we're so proud of the cast and everyone because we did our job. We did the choreography, and now it's their job. They've brought it to life, and that was, our job's done. We just sit there.
But can we also understand the role that it plays in telling our stories? Because again, we talked about this earlier with the performers and said, we have very rich stories with different people, very diverse, from different backgrounds, and all those things. What role does burlesque play in telling our own stories? Because, like you said, it's very freeing and out there, which a lot of people are scared to do.
Why don't you take that one?
The director. Okay.
I think with this show, we've added some sort of local Kenyan things to it. Definitely not as much as we could have done, as much as we pushed it, but as we mentioned, this is our first time working together on something like this, and it's also our first time putting on a show like this that's a bit more daring and a bit more out there. And so we didn't want to put it too much into the Kenyan sphere in that sense, because we didn't want it to fall flat or to offend, and which can happen, especially in theatre. I mean, theatre's there to do that almost. But we're hoping that, we've done this, maybe someone else can come along and put a completely different spin on it, and a more Kenyan spin, and, and bring something else. We really just want to bring the art scene really up, and in a really positive way too, in a fun way, which I feel people think maybe theatre, they often tend to think, okay, there's 3-hour plays. This one's an hour, It's
what? Wow.
We don't want to do something too long because people get bored.
Yeah.
And an hour is a good time, especially if you're just bringing the art scene. You don't want to sit through a 3-hour show. Yeah. Like, the art scene is growing here so much, especially the last couple of years. It's starting to boom.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to start like a bit smaller, and then of course when the fan base comes up and more people want these long monologues.
Then we can
Then you can have them. But it's trial as well, because I mean it's new. Like you said, nobody else has probably brought burlesque here. Juliet, you said you have background in dancing, and Kerry said I don't. So what's your background?
Well, I'm a writer and an artist as well. So yeah, more the writer. But I've always loved theatre. I've worked a lot in theatre too. So this has been a fun little side passion for me, which has become like my main job now.
Yeah.
What started off as a little hobby is like taking it.
There's no getting out now.
I mean, in the best way though. I'm so chuffed to be here and to work with all these amazing people. And yeah, you know, we need to show that there's so much talent here.
Yeah.
And we want to bring that. We want to show, we want to make our shows bigger and bigger. As it is, everyone goes, you've got quite a large cast. And we're like, we want it bigger. We want more.
Like go big or go home.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But as a director, what are the core elements that you aim to bring out on any particular show? Because like we saw there's so much when it comes to the lighting, the makeup, the props.
So all of that, it definitely helps, but each person has to, as Steph mentioned, understand their character. That is a huge job, and I think as a director, if you don't help your actors understand their character, it's never going to work. Yeah. But you also have to give actors their own little space to give their twist, because you kind of want a little bit of that person's character to come through.
Yeah.
It not only makes the character more rich, but I think it gives the actual actor more confidence when they're sort of not playing someone who's completely different to themselves.
Okay, I see that.
There's room to play.
Yeah.
There's room to play. How's the reception been? Being something that's probably not been done here, and now you're sold out or fully booked for the whole year. How's the reception been? Are we loving it? Are more Kenyans showing up, or do we have, people who know of this from probably Broadway or London that are coming in to see this?
We need more people to come and watch it.
Okay.
Because we are also very huge advocates of paying the arts correctly. We're not doing this experience stuff. We will pay correctly. And how is the arts ever going to grow if we don't? Instead of, you don't have to be a doctor, you can be a dancer. It's a job. It's an actual job.
Yes.
That's not what you asked me.
How's the reception been? Are we showing up?
So we need more people to come so that we can sell more tickets, so that we can put more shows on. So please come. But the reception's been good.
Yes.
We've had really nice reviews from people. But please come watch the show.
Come watch the show, because based on what we've seen today, you really need to come and watch the show.
Yeah.
Now, as a choreographer, what goes through, like, how do you decide on what dance, what moves, how do you get to that point?
I'm a choreographer that does not choreograph before she comes into the studio. I vision all my choreography in the car. Really? I know, when I drive. No wonder I'm a bad driver. I vision everything I do in the car, and then I walk in, and then I do something and I forget, and I'm like, what did I do? Yeah, so the dancers have quite a stressful time with that. But yeah, I just do it on the spot. And if I get a vision, I really stick to it and think it again.
Clearly a creative.
Clearly.
Now,
and is it inspired by probably the music at that point? Does the character and their personalities also matter for the moves, or it's just, whatever comes and then we fly with it?
It's sometimes that. Like Charles, one of our dancers, he's so flamboyant and beautiful. So I know what moves I want to put on him. And then Knight has such long, beautiful legs, so I want to show that off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's like involving the character and the dance and seeing who brings out best.
Yeah,
that is really, really cool.
There's no way you're doing that in your house. You have to see them.
You have to see them.
You have to be on the spot in the moment
do that.
to just be able to create that. Okay.
And also, again, in the country, right? And looking at our artists and the different dance moves that are invented every single day.
Yeah.
Any plans to maybe incorporate that into burlesque, or maybe not?
Yeah, why not?
Right?
Don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. Well, you know, what's great is this show is running now for the rest of the year.
Great.
You know, like, yeah, okay, we've rehearsed, but that doesn't mean it stops there. You know, every time they come in.
Some of the dancers might change. We'll have new cast. Like, one of our cast is leaving. So we have a new cast coming in. So the show will be different every time.
And that's quite...
and it depends on the space as well.
Yes.
Like, we're at K1 and it's a different space, so the show will be different.
Okay, it's like different every single time.
Yes, you can't watch the same show twice.
Right?
It's different.
No, we were different.
My God. That is so dope. I think it's really dope. We have such an amazing, what is called like basket of talent in the country. And you've picked some of the best that do both singing, acting, dancing, and all of that. How do you go about, the casting of this particular, roles?
So I actually hold auditions once a year for the Origins Dance Company, so that we have an apprentice company now, so that the Origins quality of dance doesn't go down. It just rolls out. So we have an apprentice audition, and then for like these burlesque shows, I do the audition way before I even really had the idea. Okay. Like there's like maybe one song, and I'm like, okay. We sat night after night, drinking wine and like writing a script and going, does that make sense? Anyway, so that's how we go by auditioning. And then we've had loads of people come. We had about 72.
Okay.
And it's hard because a lot, I hate giving bad news.
Yeah. But as an actor, when you step into that space, then it's either yes or no. So
right?
You're ready. Yeah.
A lot of people get really nervous when it's the dancing.
Yes.
You can tell a lot of people come and sing beautifully, and then you make them dance, and they're like, oh, I don't want to do this. Yeah. So it's nice to see people come out their elements.
It's actually beautiful, and they say that's life. Sometimes you just get out of your comfort zone a little bit and see what's on the other side.
Yes.
It's what makes us human. Now, how is it different? That is directing burlesque as compared to like film. Is there a difference? Is it one of the same?
Well, I mean, when you do any show live, whether it be a show like this or something more structured like a typical play that you'd be used to watching, live, you make mistakes, but you have to carry on with them. You have to roll over them. So that's the biggest thing that you have to say to every actor. If you make a mistake, it's fine. Because, the audience won't know. Because they've not seen the show before. Even if they have seen it before, they don't remember it like we know it. So it's fine, just roll over, keep going. Whereas film, you can cut, start again.
Right.
Naturally, of course, if your lighting and everything is fine.
Yeah.
But you can make it perfect. But I think, imperfection is part of this world. It's part of life. And we shouldn't shy away from that. And we shouldn't feel that it's something to be ashamed of. So, just keep going. I think it's a great metaphor for life. Every stage, the show must go on.
The show must go on. Yeah. And then talking about the show must go on, we have another performance coming up.
Yes,
it's called Go to Mama. Is it Go to Mama or Good to Mama?
Good to Mama. Is it the one that has Mama Moto?
Yes. That one. Okay, so this is where we leave the stage and we open the stage for Good to Mama. And this is how we leave the show.
Hello.
You could teach us a move. Well, me, since Winnie has decided.
We could teach her the Can you do that? Yeah, so. Do you watch my role?
Yes.
Do you watch my role? Yes.
Yes, I do. Yeah. So, Appa, you're married now. You're happy. This is it. How many babies in?
We're thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna let her do the talking about that.
Yeah.
Okay, I know we didn't talk about you much earlier, but maybe you could just tell us a bit about yourself, how long you've been in the journey, and is this the first time you're doing like a burlesque show?
Yeah, it actually is the first time. I'm actually a singer-songwriter, actually. I'm a model as well as an actor and event curator. And now this was something, actually, one of my friends who's here actually sent it to me, and I came auditioned, and it was a role that I really loved. So I loved connecting with Victor, the character that, yeah.
Okay. Was it difficult to put in the singing because you have a background in that and the dancing bit of it?
I would say the main thing was combining and make it make sense. Because like singing and dancing, you can do it and it can be something, but it won't make sense unless you embody it. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Did you struggle with it? Mixing all of it together as a performance, singing, dancing, and a bit of acting in there as well?
Can I be honest? Let me be honest.
Not struggle. Okay.
No, I did. I did struggle. Okay. It was a struggle, and I'm going to be fairly honest. For me, dancing is so new. This is something like very, let me say, new that I'm taking up. So for me, acting is quite natural. Music is quite natural. But the dancing, especially, so, you know, we're going to show, you should come for the show so that you see how he carries me in the air and like, you know, we drop and then it's a whole thing. We didn't even give you guys like even 10%.
No way.
Yeah, so it's a whole, like it requires everything, like technique-wise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We have one more performance coming up. I think this is our last performance. Are we ready? Are you ready with it? Okay. So this is where like we have everyone in it doing a thing. What is it called? What is the song?
Cabaret.
Cabaret it is. So do I leave you guys or just walk away with my dance move?
With your dance move.
With my dance move. Okay. It's different when I'm doing it with this other leg. It's different, guys.